Star Trek Attack Wing Wave 4 is here, and this unboxing is going to start with the Borg Sphere 4270. Okay, so here we have the contents of the Borg Sphere expansion pack, and as usual we're going to first take a look at the model itself, which is not too bad. I mean, you know, it's probably above average for Attack Wing. It's got a lot of detail on it, lots of color variation. So it would take a wash and dry brush really well. So it's an interesting little model. So let's go on about the cards. Okay, first we're going to go over the cutting beam. Cutting beam is basically a 10 attack card at range 1. It requires a Borg tractor beam to be in place. So that's really all about it. It's just 10 attack dice. Again, the cost here at 8 points, you know, for 10 attack dice. But again, it's only range 1. It does require a shield, tractor lock, Borg tractor beam. So here are the additional rules for the Borgs. The Borg Upgrades. So the ship has a new upgrade, which is just for Borg. So that's pretty much all there is to that. Drone tokens. Each drone token has a drone number listed on the face as well as a captain skill number. The drone tokens are placed on a stack on the captain card, descending order, and so on and so forth. So drone tokens are basically how you do a Borg captain skill. Borg Assimilation Tools, one of the new Borg upgrades. Disable this card and discard one drone token to target a ship at range 1 to 2. Steal one crew, tech, or weapon upgrade from the target ship, even if it exceeds your ship's restrictions. Except for species 8472. Okay, here's the Borg version of 7 of 9. Disable this card to add up to 2 drone tokens to your captain card. You may not exceed your starting number of drone tokens, so that's not too bad. Borg ablative hull armor, a Borg upgrade of course. When defending, convert all of your opponent's crits to hits, and place all the damage cards that your ship receives beneath this card. Once there are 4 damage cards beneath this card, discard this upgrade and all damage cards beneath it. So basically this will take the first 4 damage to your ship for 10 points. Here's this aforementioned Borg tractor beam. Again, it's a Borg only upgrade. Target ship at range 1, place that one. So basically you get the used tractor beam tokens, which explained on another rule card, I'm assuming, somewhere down the road. Feedback pulse is also kind of cool. When defending, before any dice are rolled, you may discard this card to declare that half of the damage from this attack will be cancelled and the other half will be assigned to the attacker. You receive no damage. So it's 8 points for discard, and basically when someone attacks you, half the damage goes back to them and you take none. That's a tech upgrade. And this is not restricted to the Borg, and it's not restricted, and it's just a regular tech upgrade. So you can actually put this on anybody. Let's see, Borg tractor beam token. As soon as the ship receives a Borg tractor beam token, disable 2 of that ship's active shields. If the ship was cloaked, remove the cloak token and raise all of its shields except 2. While the ship has a token, it cannot raise its shields or cloak. During the planning phase, the owner may not select a maneuver whose number is greater than 2. At the end of the activation phase, the ship is no longer within range 1 of the ship with the corresponding token. Remove both tokens. So if you can move away from greater than range 1, that's how you break the Borg tractor beam. Here is the Borg Sphere 4270. 6 attacks, 7 hull, 7 shields. Each time you attack with your primary weapon, you may divide your attack between 2 different ships. It's got the target lock, scan, and the new regeneration icon, which is basically your action is to repair a hull point, but you can't attack. And here's the generic version of that ship. Just like all the other ships, just okay, here's the Borg ship movement template. It's completely different than anything you've seen before. It's got forward and backward maneuvers, but then it has these sideways, which basically what it means is you turn the ship 90 degrees facing that direction, and then you move that number accordingly. So there are no turns, it simply moves in parallel or perpendicular lines. And here are the additional rules cards to cover the regenerate token and the spin maneuver I was just talking about. Okay, so here's your tactical drone captain. Again, it's not unique. So you can put this on each of your ships. So you place 4 drone tokens, so he starts out at Captain Skill 4, and you may spend 1 drone token to choose any number of your attack dice and re-roll them once. So basically, each token is a target lock. And here's a more generic captain for 0 points, and he gets 1 drone token. So this is the Captain Skill 1. And here is the mission with Operation Fort Knox, which is 70 points Borg Sphere, 60 points 1 Federation ship. And the objectives for the Federation player is to return to Federation space, and the Borg player's objective is to destroy the Federation ship. So let's see what kind of tokens we got with it. So here are the tractor beam tokens. You get scan and critical stuff. Here's the card for the Borg Sphere, and you notice it doesn't have a specific firing arc, because it has a 360-degree firing arc, which is incredible. Okay. Here are the Borg captains and the drone tokens they were talking about. So you can either have 4 or 1. And you got shields and target lock. No, nothing too exciting there. So that is the contents of the Borg Sphere. And there is a lot here to look at and play with. So that's awesome. So, and thank you for watching. And see you guys later.